Shahroud burns. Drone production facility destroyed. Israeli strike package penetrated 300 kilometers into Iranian territory. Air defenses breached. This is not deterrence. This is preemptive destruction. Skyfall warfare tracking the longest-range Israeli strike operation in decades. Mission parameters extreme. Target is military-industrial complex in Shahroud, producing Shahed 136 kamikaze drones. Intelligence indicates monthly output of 180 units. Drones exported to Russia for Ukraine operations. Supplied to Houthi forces for Red Sea attacks. Provided to Iraqi militias, Syrian proxies, Lebanese Hezbollah. Shahroud factory represents critical node in regional drone proliferation network. Elimination classified as strategic imperative. Mission authorization confirmed at 14:30 p.m. Israeli time. Strike package composition: 12 F-15I Ram fighters, 8 F-16I Sufa fighters, 20 combat aircraft, 4 aerial refueling tankers, 2 electronic warfare aircraft. Support package includes intelligence gathering platforms and rescue assets on standby. Total operation involves 38 aircraft and 240 personnel. Largest Israeli strike package assembled in 5 years. Aircraft depart Hatzerim and Ramon air bases at 22:15 p.m. Northern routing through Jordan airspace. Coordination secured through intelligence channels. Iraqi airspace penetration at 23:45 p.m. Low altitude flight profile. Terrain masking. Electronic warfare active. Iraqi radar networks degraded by jamming. Detection avoided. Iranian border crossed at 01:20 a.m. local time. Strike package now 280 kilometers inside hostile territory. No fighter escort possible at this range. Defensive countermeasures only protection. Iranian air defense network extensive. S-300 PMU-2 batteries around strategic sites. Bavar 373 indigenous systems deployed. Cordad-15 medium-range missiles operational. Numerous short-range systems. Integrated detection network. Sophisticated command structure. Yet strike package proceeds undetected. Electronic warfare effectiveness critical. Israeli ITOM AEW aircraft controlling entire operation from safe distance. Real-time intelligence updating target coordinates. Weather conditions favorable. Clear night. Minimal cloud cover. Target visibility optimal. First mid-air refueling conducted at Aromau 40 a.m. over Iraqi territory. Precision aerial operation. 12 fighters refueled in 18 minutes. Strike package continues toward target. Approach vectors split into 3 elements. Northern group, 6 F-15 fighters with anti-radiation missiles for CAD mission. Central group, 8 F-16 fighters with Spice 250 and Spice 1000 precision bombs. Southern group, 6 F-15 fighters with Delilah cruise missiles and standoff weapons. Coordinated arrival time 02:35 a.m. Target identified on radar at 02:28 a.m. Shahroud Industrial Complex, 6 large buildings, multiple warehouses, assembly halls, storage facilities, administrative structures, perimeter security. Iranian air defense battery positioned 12 kilometers northwest. Cordad-15 system, 8 missiles ready, radar active. Northern element engages first. 3 F-15 fighters launch 6 AGM-88 HARM anti-radiation missiles from 80 kilometers distance. Missiles track Cordad radar emissions. Iranian operators detect missile launch. Warning alarms. 2 responses possible: shut down radar and lose targeting, or maintain radar and accept incoming missiles. Operators choose defense. Cordad system launches 4 interceptors. 2 HARM missiles destroyed. 4 missiles continue. Impact on radar vehicle and command post at 02:33 a.m. Cordad system eliminated. Air defense gap created. Central element proceeds to target. 8 F-16 fighters approach from 60 kilometers. pop-up maneuver to 15,000 feet. Weapons release: 16 Spice 250 bombs and 8 Spice 1000 heavy penetrators. Total 24 precision-guided munitions. Bombs glide toward target using GPS and electro-optical terminal guidance. Iranian defenses activate. Secondary Cordad battery 20 kilometers east engages. 6 interceptors launched at F-16 fighters. Israeli aircraft deploy countermeasures. Chaff, flares, electronic jamming. All missiles evaded. F-16 fighters descend back to low altitude. Exit west. Bombs continue alone. First impacts at 02:36 a.m. 4 Spice 1000 heavy penetrators hit main assembly building. Reinforced structure designed to resist conventional attack. Penetrators punch through roof. Delayed fuses. Internal detonation. Building collapses from within. Complete structural failure. Secondary explosions as internal inventory ignites. Drone components, fuel, electronics, explosives, everything detonating simultaneously. Fireball visible from 40 kilometers. 6 Spice 250 bombs hit warehouse complex. Precise impacts on 3 separate buildings. Storage facilities containing completed Shahed 136 drones awaiting shipment. Each building holds approximately 40 units. Total 120 drones destroyed in storage. Economic damage massive. Each drone valued at $50,000. Immediate loss: 6 million inventory alone. 4 Spice 250 bombs target secondary assembly hall. Building destroyed. Production line eliminated. Manufacturing equipment annihilated. Replacement cost exceeds $80 million. Timeline minimum 18 months. 4 Spice 250 bombs hit administrative complex and quality control facility. Both structures destroyed. Engineering documentation lost. Computer systems compromised. Institutional knowledge degraded. 6 Spice 250 bombs strike perimeter warehouses containing raw materials and component inventory. Explosions trigger secondary fires. Materials storage eliminated. Supply chain disrupted. What caused the most damage? A. Ballistic missiles. B. Cruise missiles. C. Drones. Answer: misleading, because this strike demonstrates air-delivered precision munitions, superiority where manned aircraft with advanced guidance systems achieve effects impossible for unmanned platforms, or ballistic weapons through real-time targeting, terminal guidance updates, and penetration capabilities that ensure complete target destruction rather than partial damage that permits recovery and reconstruction within reasonable timelines. Southern element now engaging. 6 F-15 fighters launch 12 Delilah cruise missiles from 90 kilometers. Missiles programmed for infrastructure targets, power substation, water supply, road access, communications tower, fuel storage, maintenance facilities, targets selected to complicate reconstruction and prevent rapid facility restoration. Delilah missiles low observable design, small radar cross-section, terrain following flight profile, Iranian air defenses struggling, multiple simultaneous threats. CD strikes eliminated primary battery, secondary systems overwhelmed. Short-range guns engage desperately. 2 Delilah missiles destroyed. 10 missiles reach targets. Power substation destroyed. Electrical supply to complex terminated. Backup generators targeted separately, both destroyed. Facility now without power. Water supply infrastructure damaged. Pumping stations eliminated. Fire suppression capabilities degraded. Massive fires burning uncontrolled. Road access crater bombed. Main highway to facility blocked. Emergency vehicle access prevented. Reconstruction equipment delivery complicated. Communications tower destroyed. Facility isolated from command network. Coordination impossible. Fuel storage tanks ignited. 3 tanks containing diesel and aviation fuel burning. Smoke plume rising 2,000 meters. Visible on satellite imagery. Maintenance facilities destroyed, machine shops eliminated, repair capabilities gone, tools and equipment lost. New strike wave confirmed, more launches detected. Second strike element approaching. Israeli operation continues. 4 F-16 fighters conducting battle damage assessment from altitude with targeting pods. Real-time imagery confirms comprehensive destruction. All primary buildings destroyed or burning. No intact structures remaining. Production capability eliminated completely. Secondary strikes authorized for remaining targets. 4 F-15 fighters launch 8 additional precision bombs. Targets include damaged structures requiring complete elimination, peripheral buildings initially spared, access roads, defensive positions, and any remaining infrastructure with potential future utility. Bombs impact across 6 minutes. Every remaining structure destroyed. Factory complex now complete devastation. Cratered ground, collapsed buildings, burning wreckage. Nothing salvageable. Iranian air defenses finally coordinate effective response. 3 additional Cordad batteries converge from distant positions. 17 interceptor missiles launched at Israeli aircraft beginning Egress. Strike package defensive maneuvers. Electronic warfare full spectrum. Countermeasures deployed. Close coordination between pilots. All missiles evaded. 0 aircraft losses. Strike package exits Iranian airspace at 03:15 a.m. Mission duration 4 hours. Distance covered 1,400 kilometers. Targets destroyed. Primary assembly building, secondary assembly hall, 3 warehouse complexes, administrative center, quality control facility, 6 perimeter structures, power substation, water supply, communications tower, fuel storage, maintenance facilities, defensive positions, access roads. Estimated production capacity eliminated 180 drones monthly. Annual impact 2,160 units. Over 8-year facility lifetime 17,280 drones. Strategic impact massive. Regional drone proliferation network severely damaged. Russian resupply operations compromised. Houthi attack capability degraded. Iraqi militia operations limited. Hezbollah inventory constrained. Syrian air defense saturation tactics harder to execute. Iranian deterrence posture weakened. Which system failed first? A. Patriot. B. S-300. C. Radar network. Answer is radar network targeted by CD operations. Israeli doctrine prioritizes defense suppression before strike elements engage. Eliminate sensors and command nodes. Create engagement gaps. Exploit vulnerability windows. Classic air warfare strategy, executed with precision timing and technological superiority that Iranian defenses cannot counter effectively, despite system sophistication and numerical advantage, because coordination requires intact command networks, and early warning depends on functioning radar systems, and both were eliminated in opening minutes through anti-radiation strikes that forced Iranian operators into impossible choice between maintaining awareness and accepting destruction. Damage assessment satellite imagery reveals complete devastation. 6 main structures reduced to rubble, 12 secondary buildings destroyed, massive craters from penetration bombs, extensive fire damage, smoke obscuring entire complex. Thermal imaging shows multiple heat signatures indicating continued burning. Estimated reconstruction timeline, minimum 18 months assuming immediate start, unlimited funding, complete component availability, and 0 interference. Reality suggests 3-year timeline minimum. Production permanently relocated likely outcome. Is air defense collapse inevitable here? Comment Y or N. Iranian air defense network remains operational despite strike success. Systems not defeated systematically, rather specific vulnerabilities exploited through CAD operations and electronic warfare that created temporary gaps enabling strike package penetration. However, broader question concerns sustainability against determined adversary with technological advantage and operational freedom to choose timing and target, while defender must maintain constant readiness across vast territory with finite resources and coordination challenges that make perfect defense mathematically impossible against professionally planned strike operations executed with surprise and precision. If you follow high-intensity air wars, type Skyfall. Shahroud strike represents significant escalation in Israeli operational doctrine, longest-range strike in decades, largest package assembled, target deep inside Iranian territory, direct attack on military-industrial infrastructure rather than proxy positions or forward-deployed assets. Message unmistakable. Israeli Air Force can reach any target in Iran with sufficient planning and commitment. No sanctuary exists. No distance provides safety. Production facilities vulnerable. Command centers targetable. Nuclear sites within range. Deterrence through capability demonstration rather than threat articulation. Iranian response calculations now complicated. Retaliation escalates conflict. Accepting strike shows weakness. Middle path difficult. Likely response involves proxy action. Houthi escalation. Iraqi militia strikes. Hezbollah operations. Deniable actions. But fundamental equation changed. Israel demonstrated reach and precision. Future strikes probable. Additional facilities vulnerable. Production capacity requires dispersal and hardening. Costs increase. Efficiency decreases. Strategic impact extends beyond immediate damage. Can air defenses recover? Iranian defenses remain operational. Corded systems replaceable. Radar networks repairable. But fundamental vulnerability persists. Israeli electronic warfare capabilities superior. CAD tactics proven effective. Standoff weapons outrange defenses. Precision guidance ensures target destruction. Manned aircraft provide flexibility and adaptation impossible for ballistic missiles or drones. Iranian defenses face structural disadvantage against Israeli Air Force technological superiority and operational doctrine refined through decades of combat experience. Is escalation now unavoidable? Current trajectory suggests continued Israeli strikes against Iranian nuclear program, missile facilities, and proxy supply networks. Each successful operation proves concept and encourages repetition. Iranian retaliation through proxies triggers additional Israeli strikes. Cycle intensifies, regional stability deteriorates. Major conflict risk increases. Shahroud strike potentially catalyst for broader confrontation that both sides officially avoid, but operational realities and strategic imperatives gradually make inevitable. What breaks next in this conflict? Comment below. Analysis indicates Iranian nuclear facilities become primary Israeli focus. Enrichment plants, research centers, weapons development sites. All within F-35 stealth fighter range with tanker support. Shahroud operation proved capability. Nuclear strike requires similar but larger operation. Intelligence preparation ongoing. Diplomatic solutions exhausted. Military option remaining. Timeline uncertain but inevitable. Alternative targets include Iranian missile production facilities, naval bases, oil infrastructure, and command centers. Each strike degrades Iranian capability and complicates regional strategy. Shahroud destruction specifically impacts drone proliferation network. Russian forces in Ukraine face reduced Shahed resupply. Attack tempo potentially decreasing. Ukrainian air defenses stress reduced. Operational breathing room gained. Houthi forces in Yemen lack new drone inventory. Red Sea attacks constrained. Commercial shipping risks decreased. Naval operations simplified. Hezbollah northern border operations Limited by reduced kamikaze drone availability, Israeli settlements face decreased threats, defensive requirements reduced, resources reallocatable, Iraqi militias targeting U.S. forces, constrained by supply disruption, attack frequency potentially decreasing. Regional U.S. force posture improved. Syrian regime loses air defense saturation capability. Israeli future strikes easier. Strategic calculation shifted. Single facility destruction creates cascading effects across multiple theaters. Strategic leverage from operational success. Skyfall warfare documents asymmetric impact. Subscribe to Skyfall Warfare when the sky starts falling.